Euro USD, we start with the 1 hour chart. First of all, if we refer to our analysis in my last video when the price was within this move, we mentioned how we can look for trade and how we can look at the chart. And I mentioned having entry above this is an option to look for buy, and this is what we get. Anyway, whoever get the trade, if they keep the trade, at least move their stop loss to break even or book some profit. The best thing is we take out the trade and we look for the entry, right? Now we want to see what's the next. If we move to daily chart, as we mentioned, for daily chart, the price almost at the top. We want to see whether we can look for continuation or not. This is what we're targeting in the long term. Okay, we want to see whether the price can tag this line or not, which is 1.2559. All right. Anyway, if we move to forward chart, this is what we get. And right now we're looking at this correction. We want to see the breakout of the previous top. What I mean by previous top is around 1.2267. All right. But what we have here, the only way if we want to look for trade, we move to 1 hour chart. The first things, if we refer to the indicators, we see we have a divergence. All right. But should we look for buy or sell? The only thing is the way this one we get this sharp move is make this one quite complex. Can we put this one as expanding flat if I move to 15 minutes? I don't think it's really good. I mean, it doesn't give us a really good structure to look for trade. Then what I suggest for me, I will wait to see how this correction can form. The only things I do, since we had a trade by having entry above this, I will take out the trade and I will wait for the next trade setup. Because as I mentioned, we want to see the continuation and we want to price break the previous stop. And even we get the sharp move correction, mostly when we see this kind of the move similar to what we have here, we can look for continuation. But what I get here, it doesn't give me any confirmation, either to look for buy or sell. Then what I do here, I will take out the trade. And even if it's traders, they want to take out the trade is a good. And if they want to keep the trade, at least move their stop loss to break even. Then we wait and see what we will get from here. If we get the trade set up, we take it. If the price continue, just let it go. As I mentioned, what's giving us here, it doesn't give us really good trade setup. We cannot, I mean, the way it's moving, even we put this one as expanding is not really good idea. Buying or selling from here without the confirmation is like very risky. We don't have any trade setup. Having entry above this is not a really good idea. As I mentioned, I will wait. I want to get the confirmation before I take the trade. Even if the price continue from here, if it give me a sharp move flag, then may I consider to look for buy or not, because even it give us a flag almost is at the top. All right, unless this one turns to a deeper correction. All right, and the reasons we are not looking at this one simply because of what we get here. Even if we move to 15 minutes, it doesn't give us a really clear picture. We can look at this one in many different ways, but no trade setup that can conform for trading. In this case, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.